Hello, everyone. This is Manish from team.com.pal, and I'm again with you as per the plan. We promised to you that we are coming up live every day with a session to explain you about the marketing strategies and .com.pal, our tool, which is your business pal, to so that you can grow faster with the business you are doing. Today, we will talk about marketing funnels or business funnels. It's very important, and I'm sure you have heard about it. Like marketing funnel is a very important part of online business, and it helps you to make best conversions for your business. So, a funnel starts with a visitor on your website, blog, or a landing page, and maybe you want them to make a purchase or sign up or fill out a form. And when someone does something you want them to do, it's known as a conversion. In addition to that, a funnel is a set of steps a visitor needs to go through before they can reach the conversion point. But the question is how to create or set up a funnel which can deliver you maximum conversions, because conversion is directly related uh, with the profits, your goals, and your achievements. So that is most important. In .com.pal, as we are your pal for your business, we provide you two ways to create a marketing funnel. We have delivered several templates over there. These templates have been created by marketing experts who are working in the industry since last so many years. And we have used those templates or those funnels in our previous launches as well. And we know that works. But these templates helps the newbies who are just planning to start a new business or just started a business and is struggling with the initial settings or configurations. So you just need to pick a template which suits you best. Just need to edit the graphics, the content, and other things as per your need, your business, and you are good to go. But if you want to create a funnel from scratch, .compal will not stop you with that as well, because we have a functionality where you can start or create a funnel from scratch. It's your vision, your planning. You just need to draw that in .compal funnel builder or customer journey, we can say, and you are ready to shoot your marketing campaigns among your audience. So without any delay, uh, as we do, I have the subject matter expert with me, Kareem. He knows very well the functionality of the software, and he will explain you further about the funnel creation with .compal. I think he is ready and have been joined us. Hey, Kareem, how are you doing today, man?
Great. How are you doing, Manesh?
I'm good. Thank you for asking, Kareem. And I have just elaborate about my knowledge with the audience who are looking towards us. Uh, and I'm handing over the session to you so that you can deliver your expertise with the audience, and they can start their growing their business as soon as possible.
Okay, great. So, thank you very much for that amazing introduction, Manesh. I really appreciate your help. Doing very, very well going live. So, when it comes to a funnel journey, this is something that you may be familiar with if you've had an autoresponder, say Aweber, GetResponse, Constant Contact. You want to have certain steps to guide someone to the initial goal to the end goal, to when they first fill out that form or do some kind of action. It doesn't have to necessarily be that, but that's the common way. You want to kind of give them a path. I'm online here and I want to end up here. How can I do that? And I'm going to show you a mock way to get to point A to point B. Depending on your goals, this may vary, but there is two ways to do it. As Manish said, there is using templates, which we will do today, and you can also do it from scratch. And if you took a look at our best practice for follow-ups, it shows you a little bit on how to do it from scratch. There's a few things you want to have set up first, but let's kind of go through the psychology, if that's okay, of getting a funnel journey and what funnels are achieved. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. If you'll just give me 1 second. So We have different stages in a sales funnel. This is on singlegrain.com. There's a problem or a need, a recognition. And see, somebody needs to see that they have a problem, there's an issue, something's going on. And these can range from different problems without clear solutions. Maybe I need help with my website. Maybe I'm not getting conversions. Maybe it's a really technical problem. Maybe you need to call, HVAC providers to your area for quotes. You need a new car. Should you look for an SUV? What should you do? So you can have a lot of different problems. You can have problems with cloud-based accounting services. There's some kind of a problem that you want solved, right? And Manesh, I think you can attest to this. Have you ever been online and you just had an issue and then someone came on and then they had a video or they had a opt-in form, and then you entered the information in there and you were excited, or you were at least looking to get that problem solved. You're hoping they give you some information.
Absolutely. The smart way to capture a lead and ask someone to enter into a marketing funnel.
Okay. Now, step 2. So you have a problem. It could be a simple problem. It could be very complex. It could range from a physical problem to a digital problem. A lot of different issues we all have out there. We want to make more money. We want to, do better in life. We want to have this problem solved. But then you need to do the information search. And that's, you recognize a problem. You want steps to trigger a search for more information. According to Pardot, which is a reputable website, 70% of buyers turn to Google at least 2 to 3 times a day to find more about their problems and things like that. But Google can give you good answers. Trust me, I love Google's answers. But when it comes to getting a specific solution, you want a specific problem solver for that. Google can maybe give you some answers as to how to improve your restaurant, but they can't give you specific answers on maybe your, say it's a seafood or a pizza restaurant. It can't give you specific answers all the time on how to solve that, how to get the right target market, how to get the right target strategy, and doing all that. So there's so it gets involved. So we want to get the information out there. I think, Manesh, we use Google quite a lot. I love it. But then when I need a specific problem solved, I'm going to turn to a funnel, or I'm going to turn to some kind of a system that's going to systematically give me information about that. Correct?
Exactly, Kareem. For the specific information, we need to follow a setup or a path which which can take us to the final goal which we are looking for. Google can answer you in several ways, but it's not necessary that you are going to agree with all of them. So you need to follow a path or a funnel or a journey which can take you, which can help you to reach the goal you are looking for.
Yes, because you have a specific goal. We're all specific marketers here, maybe specific in a field. We need to get that help. And then there's the evaluation of alternatives. And then sometimes you do an information search, and then you're seeing this article saying this thing, this saying is this one saying this. And that can actually be the issue with the step above with Google. You're getting so many answers. What should I do with my restaurant? Run a special, do it online, A, B, and C. Do this, and that. And you have this expert telling you this expert telling you this. And I run into this problem when I'm looking for stuff. So say you're running an accounting business, you're going to evaluate different service providers. Do you need pricing guides? What do you need to evaluate? What kind of services do you need? And or if you're having problems, how can you do that? So you need something that systematically breaks it down. And then we have the purchase decision. And that's the natural conclusion. After you go through these steps, somebody will want to purchase something from you. And then you can do that different ways. You can have a call, you can have a button. But the good thing is, since you gave them systematic ways to solve a systematic problem, then they're going to make a purchase decision. Because, as I said, it's not something they can find on Google or a search engine that's just going to say, here, do this. It's something at the end of the funnel that says, hey, I'm going to, based on your need, your problem, I'm going to help you solve something. And then step 5, I like this, the post-purchase behavior. because just because a sale's done doesn't mean it's over, correct, Manish? You can sell somebody something, but you want to follow up with the new customer. You want to make sure the new customer is happy. You want to make sure that, they're all good. And you also want to help them out with any problems that they may have, any issues that they're running into, or anything that they need help with. So you want to be able to follow up with them after they've made the purchase and make sure everything is going good with them. And that's something, we endeavor to do in every service, especially with DotcomPal, your all-in-one solution to build, grow, and sell in one place. So with all of that in mind, those steps, when we're talking about them, Manisha, I'm sure you've been through them. What's a specific problem maybe you had, or a specific issue you've had, thinking about it when you go back and you type in the information? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Karim, I think the funnel creation process is it's not a thing which you can learn in a day or two.
Yeah.
It's a time-taking process, and as we always keep in mind that there are several newbies who are going to or who are using DotcomPal, and as a newbie, for me itself, like when earlier days when I was a newbie, the main issue or the major issue I faced, that how to start, what should be the first step to create or set up a funnel. That is the major issue.
Yes. So let's get into that. Getting into that, let me, if it's okay, do a quick story, and then I will explain my situation. Hopefully that helps. So yes, connecting pages seem difficult. Can you break it down today? Yes, I will. So for business I'm working on, Rockstar Video Marketing, I decided with the current international situation, as you guys may know, a lot of people are not going outside. And there's a lot of restaurants in my area that unfortunately going out of business. So I said, hey, how could I help them? Now, my niche, my area of expertise is video marketing, presenting on video, and talking to the camera as I'm doing now. So I decided, hey, I'd make a funnel for that, and I made one through a template, and I made one through Scratch. Today, I'm going to break it down and show you how I'm going to do it and different things you can do. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen, and I will explain a funnel here that you can build from start to finish with a template that you can follow up with everybody. Now, you're going to have to customize emails. You're going to have to customize copy towards what you're doing. But once you get in that flow, I'm going to show you the technical side and then allow you to put your individual touch and details on it. So I'm sharing my screen and I am in DotcomPal. A couple things I would like to emphasize here is if you have not done so before we start this, please set up an audience, have some people in there, and go through the best practices for building a couple of landing pages. And I would suggest building a landing page at least to capture information, and then one to help them out, or one to schedule a call, one where they can purchase something. So 2 landing pages, one to purchase, one to do the initial introduction. Once you have that set up, remember audience, and you want a couple of landing pages, you're going to go to grow. Then we're going to go to funnels journey. If you recall from the follow-up with the follow-up best practices, these funnel journeys, we set a small one up, and you can do that here as well. What you're going to do is click on new funnels / journey. And then there's a lot of options here. Depending on what you want to do, it may be differing. If you have a webinar, you'd like to do it. If you want to do leads on website, more sales targeted leads, it's going to depend. But for today, we're going to click on follow up, and I'm going to name this one. I was looking at restaurants. It might be different for you, but let's call it restaurants journey. Series. Go ahead and click add, and then it's going to say successfully added. Now, there are different things you can do here. You can select it from, gallery. You can select different templates, or you can create it from scratch. There's different training journeys. You can see a nurturing journey, and you can take a look by clicking this little eye icon and see how many things are going. There's quite a lot in the nurturing and training journey, so let's keep it simple with rapport building. I'm going to select that one. It's going to take a second, and then it's going to pull up a grid type configuration, and then you can see this little blue box here. I'm going to scroll over, and then I'm going to see the landing pages. I'm going to see everything connected here. So one thing I really want to emphasize is if you're using a template, get an idea of what you want to do, where you want to connect things, and then how you want to see it play out. So let's start with the first trigger. Now, since I'm not building this from scratch, let me just explain this. You can only have one trigger. That's going to be the trigger to start and your trigger can be a landing page, it can be a contact, it can be an email, it can be attribute changes or a segment of your audience. And then you can follow it up with multiple actions, and then you want to fundamentally end it with a funnel journey. Now we have a landing page and then another landing page here, and this is going to go to the end of the journey. So what the first thing I would do here is someone asked about connecting landing pages, so let me explain that. Keep in mind, you want to have a couple landing pages built either from scratch or a template, and then you're going to go over here to landing page in purple. You can denote the purple is a trigger, and the green are actions, and the red is journey end. So if you want to look at the color code, and then you're going to go ahead and click on this text here. It's going to highlight, you're going to click on it. And then, as I said before, you want to have different ways to follow up with them, and you want to have a couple pages made. So let me show you a page I made. You can go through the best practices landing page and learn how to build this one if you're not sure. So what I do here is I have this restaurants funnel, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it. I'm just going to hit this edit thing here, and I can see different things here. So I can go ahead and view it, and I can see what it looks like. If I don't like one of these, then I can go through here, go through draft. But for live, let's just take a look at what I have here, and I'm going to go ahead and click choose. So now that I have this here, I can go and click on view. Sorry. You can go ahead and click on edit. And I can see my page here. And now that I can see my page here, I know this is the correct page. So that's something I would recommend you do. You don't have to go through each single page, but just make sure that you're adding the right page, and then you can hit back. And I'm going to go back here. So I can see that my restaurant page is added. Hopefully that makes sense. One thing you want to do is just make sure that you're adding the right page and then connecting it with the right page. And then this page is going to do several triggers. As we said, this is a trigger. This is going to trigger it to go to another landing page. It's going to add it to a list, add it to a tag, and add it to a lead score. So think about this. Where do you want to go first? You're going to have an opt-in page. You want them to go to another page, correct? So you're going to do the same mentality on the action. You're going to click on the text here. And then I have a lot of different pages here. What I would do is I have another opt-in page specifically for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. Give it 1 second to load here. Sorry about that.
It should come up.
Just give it a second. Sometimes I have to reload while I'm doing this. With anything, sometimes you're going to have to go ahead and reload. Okay, there we go. I got it. So instead of sending them to that page, what I can do is go ahead. If there's any, sometimes if a page isn't loading, I just have to go ahead and hit refresh. So now I can send them to a follow-up page 2. And I can go ahead and view that. If I like the way that looks, I can send them to that. Or I can send them to another page, and all I have to do is go ahead and click choose. So now this page is connected to this page. Now, let's say I want to also send them an email. I can do that as well. What I would do is I would move these lists down. I'm going to move the tag down here. I'm going to move the lead score here. And I'm going to say if it converts yes, I'm going to send an email. What is the email I'm going to send? Well, I actually have and you can go through, do some copy. I have a welcome email, something saying like, thank you so much for signing up with us. Here is a free, and you can give them a gift. If you look at our freelancing workshop, you can give them a lead magnet. This is actually a PDF. So I would just copy this, and I have this saved in a Word or a Google Doc, sorry, but you can save this in just about anything. So this is actually in itself, I wrote this to try and get restaurant owners excited. But you can do this through anything. It just depends what your specific goal is. So you're going to go back to DotcomPal. Same idea. We want to click on the text here, and it's going to say email. So I'm going to look through my emails. I can see an autoresponder, all the emails I have already. So once you put an email in here, it is saved, and we can look through the different pages, and we can see the different emails I have here. So you just have to copy it once. You just have to do it once. That we're going to click on new email. However, just to show you, I'm going to call it welcome for restaurant owners. I'm going to go ahead and hit next. Now, I can use a template. I can use different things here. I do recommend using templates. If you want to create it from the plain template, that's fine as well. You can click on templates. You can click on gallery. The way I did this one is I actually used a plain template because I think that's easier. And all I do is I paste my copy here. So you want to start out saying, thank you so much for signing up with us. In appreciation, here's a free PDF, here's a free something. Give them an incentive to type in the information. And I can ask Manish this. Manish, when you entered your opt-in information to something, to whatever, a form or a website, you expected probably to get at least, I'm not saying you get a whole course, but at least something small like a PDF, right?
Something like a special free report or something knowledgeable content should be received.
Just to show you what this is, I'm not saying you have to do this. This is just a restaurant's PDF. It has like brand your restaurant via YouTube marketing, introduction, bunch of facts, how our service helps, why video marketing is good for an advertisement, frequently asked questions, free consultations. And this goes a little bit outside of what we're the specific functionality of DotcomPal, but I just kind of wanted to show that if that was okay, or you could give them, say, Kareem, I don't like PDFs, that's fine. You could give them a video course. You could give them one video, 1 quick minute video. You could give them just
Any
about
coupon? Any
any
coupon?
any coupon. Yeah, you just give them free anything. And then I would just say in the headline, welcome restaurant owners. Boom. You have this here. And then you could put something about your company here. I'll show you exactly what I did. I went to, my website, just loaded it up, and I literally grabbed text here. And I went to Notepad, copied it, copied everything, paste it, and then you can do an image here. You can put some media in here. There's a lot of stuff I've uploaded here. As you can see, I just use my logo. So this is a nice, simple email. Then, yeah, thank you so much for signing up with us. I can click on the spam checker, 0 if you remember that from the broadcast, and the follow-up. We don't want any spam. I can also, save this as a template or draft, and you can preview it as well to make sure it looks good on mobile, desktop, and everything. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and click next. I'm going to say, welcome restaurant owners. Or thank you for signing up better. And I'm not an expert at copy, so bear with me. And I can hit personalize. I can put their name in there. And then sending options, you want to go through the startup guide or the getting started with DotcomPal and get all your information set up with your SMTP. That stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Sounds complicated. It's not. I have a quick video on how to set it up with Gmail. And you also want the email from your hosting, HostGator, Bluehost, DreamHost, what I have. And then you just want to set up a from and name email. So I'm setting up my from and name email, Kareem Mays, Rockstar Video Marketing. I have my reply, and I have my SMTP option, and then I have different ones here. I can go ahead and click Kareem Mays, and I can do a test email if I'd like to see how it looks, or I can click next, and then I can say, hey, this looks pretty good. I have all this. I can also click the I and preview it, and then I can hit publish. I'm going to scroll back over here. If I see if it didn't take, go back to the email, and I can click on view if I want to see it, and then I can hit choose. So now we can see here, I have 2 things I'm doing. I'm going to send an email. I'm going to get them to a landing page. I also want to add them to a list. So I'm going to add them to a list, and I have multiple lists here. What I was doing is setting up a free YouTube channel, but first I was trying to get them to opt in just to get friendly tips. So I'm going to click on my restaurant owners list, and I'm going to have them be part of that. And then I'm going to have a tag. I can enter different tags to kind of segment it out. So I can have something like restaurant or new restaurant owners. To be subscribers, I can hit save. So now we can, and you can see all the actions here that you've done. You've added them to a list, a tag, and then you also have lead score for specific contacts. I'm not actually going to worry so much about the lead score now. What we want to do is keep getting them to different emails. We want to keep.
Karim,
Go ahead.
here, let me explain you about everyone about the lead score. Lead score helps you to prioritize a few leads. If you want to make these leads prior to the other leads you have captured from other pages or from other funnels, so you can add the lead score over there. Like the 15 is the default score. So whenever you capture a lead with the help of .compal pages, funnels, or journeys, or pop-ups, the default score 15 will be added to each lead. But maybe possible that with this funnel or journey, you are going to capture some premium leads or potential leads. So you can add an extra lead score to them so that whenever you go and check them into the list or audience, you will be able to know that yes, these are the leads which are premium for me. Uh, Most probably they will convert very easily for the product or service you are going to sell. So lead score will help you for that perspective.
Yes. So what I would do then is, since I sent one email, I'm going to follow it up with another email. And if it's okay, Manesh, I'm going to
Sure, yes.
So one thing we want to do, if we click in between the line, we can see wait, and then we can see this one's going to come out immediately. I'm going to drag another email over. It's going to say send email, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to schedule this for 1. I'm going to click on the later radio button and day. Go ahead and click save. So I've sent an email. This is restaurant owners, so it could be a different thing for you. So what I do, because I'm in video, is I give them free tips and tricks. And Manesh, have you ever subscribed to someone? Maybe they give you something for free, but then they don't just leave you out in space. They actually start like saying, hey, did you know this tip? Did you know this thing? Maybe they put a checkout link there. I'm not doing that specifically here, but they'll give you little tips and tricks. So I'm just going to do the same thing. This is how I set up my funnel. You want some free tips and tricks to maximize your menu. I keep it short and straight. Get excited to place an order. Go ahead and click on this video to learn how. And it's a YouTube video that shows people how to do restaurant menu marketing. Now, if you're not a video marketer, maybe you could show them something like, hey, here's a quick PDF. Here's a quick thing. Here's a quick just tips and tricks about website design, about writing ad copy, about SEO. It depends on your specific field. I'm going to go to this next email, and let's just say, for lack of a better thing, I don't have it saved. I'm going to click on new email, and I'm going to enter an email name. I can call this menu marketing. I'll go ahead and click next. Oh, sorry, I already have that entered. So menu marketing. And one thing to note, thing I did there is with broadcasts, you can't name them the same name. So I'm going to click on, just keep the plain template. I'm just going to keep it real simple. I'm going to go ahead and use, I typed in here, and then maybe I'm going to space this out, play with it a little bit, and just kind of get this looking good. Get it looking how I want. Want some free tips to maximize your menu. I'm going to call this one menu marketing. Menu marketing tips. And then I have my notepad here. What can we do for you, YouTube? And I'm just going to add an image. I'm keeping this really simple. Spam checker is 0. And then I can go ahead and click next. And then it's the same idea. We want to kind of rinse and repeat. Subject, menu marketing tips. I'm going to personalize it with a name. And I'm going to do a sending option straight from my hosting. That's for my from name and my reply email name. And then my SMTP option. I'm going to go ahead and click next and then hit publish. And then it is saved. And I can swing back over here. And I can see menu marketing is there. I can go ahead and choose that. And then I can keep making emails just like this. And let's do one more. And I made also another one for layout marketing. So I'll just do this process one more time. I drag an email over. I click wait. Click later. Click on days. Just hit save. And I click on the email again. You can find all of your emails in autoresponder here, but I'm going to click on new mail. I'm going to say layout marketing. Sorry, I also named that one as well. And then I'm going to choose a plain template. I'm doing this the quickest and easiest way possible. I have this all written out. So I have my copy written out. That's something you want to do prior. I have this saved on a notepad just because it's a different font on my site. I could say layout marketing tips. I'm going to select media, and I'm going to go down and grab an image. I'm going to say the spam checker looks good. And I'm going to click next. I'm going to do layout marketing tips. Do sending options. If you remember the SMTP, setting up my from email, my reply email, and my options. I'm going to click next and then publish and click off there. And I'm going to go back to my autoresponder and choose that. And I can keep doing, sending emails out as long as I'd like. So the question comes in, how do you want to pitch them? And if it's okay, Manish, I'm going to just modify this slightly.
Sure.
Instead of, if I want to remove a link here, what I'm going to do to this landing page is, so they opted into this page. Picture this. So what I want you to do is do a little visualization with me, if that's a good word. So what they did, this is the simplest way to do it, is if we view this, if we preview this, what they did is they opted in to, let's say they opted into here, put their name, phone number, zip code, and all that stuff. I'm going to send them an email, welcome. I'm going to send them another email. I'm going to send them another email, and then I'm going to maybe take them to connect this page. Also, if you'd like to, you can actually just take this over here and then you can connect another page to it. You can do it multiple ways. You can send them to a page after they opt in. You can send them to a different page or just send them an email. Let's just send them an email. I'm going to drag another landing page over here. And I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, I've been sending you emails, correct? Well, I can send you to a checkout page eventually. Maybe I send an email, and how I did the checkout page, I can show you, is what I did is I just put a payment button here. So after I keep sending them emails, eventually I want to do something like this. I'm just saying supercharge your restaurant YouTube channel, or if they don't have a YouTube channel, you can set one up for them. And then I have some packages here, and then I have different ways to purchase through Stripe, through PayPal, and we are working on different ways to get also our own processor for payment, so you can do it through everything through here. So and if Manish, if you want to clarify on that a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Let me summarize all the things which Kareem explained in this session. Funnel or journey needs a trigger first. So you need to start a funnel or a journey with the help of a trigger, and there should be an end, which Kareem is dragging up just right now. So a journey should have a trigger where it will start up, and it should have an end point where you want to end it. Once a customer enters in a journey, it's not necessary that he or she should reach to the end, but but it will continue till the time as per the actions you have configured over there. So whenever he or she make any action, funnel or journey will act accordingly. That's all. And It's up to you that you want to send instant emails, if you want to move them on a landing page, or you want to grab leads, you want to set lead scores over there. There are several things. It's totally depends on your assumption, your creation, and your business or niche, how you want to set it up. We just created few templates that are really proven. We have used them earlier and got like tremendous results with them, but it's not necessary that it will work for every business. So uh, it's up to you how you want to move your customers in your funnel. It's totally your planning, your strategy, how you want to move them.
Hmm. Yeah. And someone said you can, I like this point. You can set the autoresponder from DotcomPal journey. You can also set your own autoresponder. I think that does bear mention because I'm guessing, and question for you guys, if you want to enter in the chat, how many of you guys have your own autoresponder? Can let me know. And then that's a good point. I'm going to do a separate quick training on that as well. But let's say I have everything set up from the page to my emails, and then I just connected it to the end of a journey, and then I can hit save. Or if I want to take out a connection, I can do that as well. Sorry, I had two connections there. I can hit save and next. It'll say it's saved successfully. And then I can have a trigger, which is a page, and then I can have it send out an email or go to another page. And then I can hit publish, and I can hit activate. And then I will see my funnel journey that I did from a template there. And actually, I usually do these from scratch. You can do it from scratch or a template. And as I said here, there's multiple different templates. Depending on what you want to do, that's how you would set up an email. So I know somebody asked about how to set up mails before. So that's how you do that. In case you have your own autoresponder, you want to click on these three dots and you want to click on integration. And I'll actually do this here. You can go ahead and click on new integration. And let me see, did anybody respond? Someone said that.
He's asking about the SEO of .compel pages.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. And I'll just say real quick, and you can click integrate on Aweber. I don't remember what my authorization code is because I have it saved here. So I can click allow access, and then Aweber is going to give me this code. And all I did was click here. If you don't remember, I called it Aweber, put an authorization code, and I can hit save API credentials. And then I can see integration with a green dot. So Aweber is integrated here. So if I go back there, I can see that it's integrated in my autoresponder as well. So I don't have to go and try and find it. You can also integrate CRMs, webinars, and all that type of stuff. And you can see all the integrations on the integration page. And that was a side note. I do have another training on that, but does that make sense how to set up something?
Exactly. And don't worry, guys. We are coming up with all like the training or live sessions for all the modules which .compal have. And absolutely, we will cover SEO as well over there. And we will cover autoresponders separately in a training session or a live session. We will cover everything. It's just the beginning, not the end.
Yeah.
We are going to take it for so long, and we'll explain you, we'll help you, we'll assist you at every point whenever you face any issue with .compal, or we can assume that this might create a problem for you. We will do a live session on that. Don't worry about that.
Yes. And just if it's okay, Manesh, I actually set up a restaurant series for my own business. If I click edit, I'm going to lose analytics, but that's fine. Anytime you click edit to look at your funnel journey, you're going to lose some type of, and the analytics will reset. So let me drag this down here and let me just explain what I have here. So this is also based on what I just did, guys. This is one I set up. And I'm going to actually show you everything that I set up just real quick. So this is my landing page. I have a trigger here. You can preview it. You can enter your name and email address here. Oh, look, there's a pop-up as well. We talked about that before, which you can do either through the text or through a form. And then I'm going to add them to a list once they enter in, which is restaurant owners. Then I also link that to show a landing page like I did in the training, and you can preview that landing page. And this is just another opt-in to get a free YouTube channel. Also, I'm adding them to a list, which is free restaurant YouTube channel, and then I'm sending them out another email, which we can preview here. And thank you so much for signing up with us. We are looking forward to setting up your YouTube channel, and then I'm sending them actually to a Google form so they can get their YouTube channel set up. Let's say they don't go to this landing page, then I have a welcome email for them. I have the menu marketing, I have the recipe marketing, and then I send them out an email. Do you want a free YouTube channel? And then I click, they have the free YouTube page, which is actually this page. So what I'm trying to do is get them to opt into a free channel so I can ultimately send them to a checkout page or email them that checkout page from my personal email. So hopefully this kind of makes sense how this works. I'm sending out emails here. Then I'm also showing a landing page. With that landing page, I'm sending out an email, and then I'm ending the journey. The important thing is you can configure this in multiple different ways. You can have triggers to multiple different actions. You want to figure out what trigger you want to lead to what action, and then what action do you want that action to lead to? What action do you want that action to lead to? Going infinitely to an end of a journey. So picture out what kind of movement you'd like your customer to partake in. And I'll show you how I created this from scratch tomorrow. I'll actually build something like this from scratch tomorrow as well. But think about this. The main thing is, what kind of trigger do you want? Usually I'll do a landing page or an email or contact. What kind of trigger do you want? What kind of actions do you want them to follow? And what do you want the end goal to be? Very similar to here. You want to think, okay, problem, what's their problem? What information do I need to give them? What alternatives do they want? You know, and you can give them information about that. You want to get them to a purchase decision, which could be done different ways. You could do a video call. You could do video marketing. You could do SEO. You could do something, and it could be a payment button. It could be a call. You could have a Zoom call. Actually, you could just literally put information to your Zoom, or you could have something different. And then after they purchase, you want to keep following up with them. And you can also add extra things in here to do that. So that's the basics of it, given the hour that we have. I know there's a lot of stuff there. So does anybody have any questions? And for right now, you can grab a PayPal button and you can use HTML, which, do you want me to show how I did the payment part of it, Manesh, or should we wait?
I think Shibu is asking about the payment integration. So let me add it over here that the full-fledged payment integration is not available as of now. The cart and the payment integration will be available, I think, in the first week of February. That is in plan, already developed, and it's in testing phase. So will be delivered soon in DotcomPal. Right now, you can do the integration of any payment gateway with the help of the HTML button codes.
And
so
I can do that.
Yep. If you have done that, Kareem, in your funnel, please show that.
Yes. Okay. So I think you'd like to see how to do that. So let me grab a let me show you how I did that on my, I'm just going to grab this landing page. I'm not connecting this to anything, but I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and then stuff's going to pop up here. Okay, that is doing okay. So let's go to the restaurant checkout page, if that's okay, Manish.
Sure.
I'm going to choose it, and then I'm going to edit it, whatever the correct word is. I know English is my first language, but sorry about that. So supercharge your restaurant YouTube channel. So there are two ways you can do this. Let me ask you guys, how many people here use PayPal and Stripe? I think those are the two big ones, correct?
I'm sure, like most of the population of the world who are dealing with online payments know about PayPal, and somewhere they used it as well.
So very quickly, I'm going to tell you the easiest way I know how to do this. This is not the only way. And don't take this as like, well, Kareem said it. There's another way I found, so do it, because this one's a little bit subjective. So what you want to do is first, here's what I'd recommend. Have a payment processor folder set up, so you know payment processors, so you can get them easily. And then I have my Stripe here, I have my Skrillex, I have my PayPal and all that. Go ahead and log into your PayPal, and you want to go ahead and log in. Now, what you're going to want to do is to go make a button code, so you can click on Manage Buttons. I believe it is. And then there are different ways. This can be complicated, so there are different ways you want to do it. Do you want them to buy it now? I don't think you do donations, but you can have subscription. You can make an item name, and then you can have like a drop down. And then you can have like restaurant packages, I believe I set up. You can have different options, or if you don't want to do that, you can just go ahead and go buy it now, put a price. Say it's $200 for SEO setup. Is that fair? There wouldn't be any shipping in that. You don't have to. This can get complicated if you have inventory or profit loss. There are different things you can do. I don't have a PayPal business account on this one, so my apologies for that. I'm just going to go ahead and click Create Button. This is just a $200 button, and then I'm going to grab this code, copy it, and I'm going to go to my edit here. I'm just going to, it's okay, click on this panel here, go to HTML, and it says put the HTML code here. I'm going to click edit. I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit save. And now you have a buy now button, which you can use for PayPal. I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. And then this is for $200. If you want to do different services, you can. It just depends on what you have for a payment processor. And I'll also show you Stripe. Stripe's a little different. So just give me 1 second here to go ahead and find it. So what I did with Stripe is I did a little bit of YouTube searching, and you want to set up your Stripe account. So I'm not going to go into specific setup, but you could go to paypal.com if it's in your country, set that up, or Stripe. I recommend having multiple payment processors just in case. Then what you would do is after you set up Stripe, you would go ahead and click Connect Stripe on Buy Now Plus. I've already done that on my account, so I can go ahead and log in. And then you can go to My Buttons and click Add New. And then you can put terms. I have cancel anytime, get video with 3 additional revisions. I can make a price amount, say it's $1,000. I have my Stripe account connected, which all you have to do is log into your Stripe account. The API will connect. You can have description, video marketing packages. Sorry, I hit caps lock. Packages. You can do advanced option, name, billing, shipping address if you have that. And then you can also have button text, buy it now, is it reoccurring? And then you can click create. And then you see how I just created this. And I'll show the date you created it, which is pretty cool. You can see that. So you have actions. You can go in there and edit, or you can click the eye, and then you can see how it looks. And then if you'd like to, I click on the share, and then you have the website embed code. You also have the link. So there's two different ways you could do this. You could grab the link specifically and then send them to your checkout page, or you can grab the embed code. And as we did before, I'm going to go to the edit part. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to HTML, and then I'm going to go to edit, and then I'm going to save that code. And then I have a buy now button, which I can configure and play with. Actually, what I did, and you can also do this too, you can click on button. You can get a button here. You can make this button nice and big. You can click on the link. You can go to this link here. You can paste this URL in. You can hit save and close. And then you can have them go to that checkout page through Stripe. And the same could work through Coinbase, Payoneer, Skrillex. I don't know, give me another payment processor. What you can do is take a button, if it's the easiest way, if you can, and send them to the checkout page. Or you can take HTML, as I just showed, and actually put the PayPal thing here. And can I go ahead and preview that real quick, Manish? And then,
Sure.
so here, I click on this. This is an example of mine, Rockstar Video Marketing, $500, 5 to 6 videos, enter your thing, check out. Or you can check out with PayPal. And I have this little drop-down menu, and you click subscribe here. The button I just showed takes you to that Buy Now Plus. This is through Stripe. And I know I'm going pretty fast here, but I just wanted to clarify that because someone might say, well, I want to sell something now. That's how you could do it. And I'm going to get rid of those because I don't need them, but hopefully that helps. I don't know if that helps, but I hope that helps get some temporary way to get funds for your services, because your services are important and there's multiple ways to do that. Now in the future, Manish and the awesome team here at DotcomPal are working on payment integrations, so that will be all set up. So that's
exactly, Kareem. This is a temporary thing. Within a month, or I must say, in just 15 or 20 days, there would be the internal payment integration. The card feature will be there, so you can, or you will be able to sell anything and get the track and other data about the transactions in DotcomPal itself. So don't worry about that. Apart from that, if anyone have any question regarding DotcomPal, I'm here with Kareem to answer them. Also, if you are not a part of DotcomPal family till now, we are running a special offer for all of them, and DotcomPal is available with all the features at a very discounted price. And I'm just going to share the link so that if you are interested, you just need to click on the link in my comment and just grab this deal, because it's for like few days only, and we are going to close it very soon. This is just an introductory offer, you can say, and after that, price will be just double. Like you need to pay $1,000 that time, but as of now, it's available at just $499. So that's all from our side. If you have any question, guys, you can put your comments right now or later on the post, and our support team is always available for you at support.compal.com. You can interact with the live people from our team by clicking on the help button on bottom left of your .compal dashboard, or any other module you are working. Whenever you stuck at any point, feel free to reach us.
Thank you very much for everyone who joined the training today. We will be doing this from scratch tomorrow. So if you missed something, don't worry. I will be setting this up from scratch tomorrow, putting everything together. And I'll also show you the payment integration I did with Stripe and PayPal. But we have one coming. So if you missed that part, don't worry. I want to thank my co-host Manesh, and I want to thank everybody who tuned in today. Have an amazing day. And remember, if you have any questions, any problems, any queries, as they say, you can talk to me, Manesh, and our team will be glad to help. I'm Kareem with Team DotcomPal, your all-in-one solution to build, grow, and sell in one place.
Great. Thank you, Karim. Thank you, everyone. It was really nice to be with you all, and have a great day ahead.
Okay.